too well. You should be thanking. Doing will do as he's bid. Marry Sir Lawrence. I will not. For these heirs to high Tyrion will secure the north. You or the reach. No. I am Queen Reach. Don't bruise me. You're my daughter! You will do as I command. Just the rumors about for all. Not another word. Waste the Lannister name far too long.
Get you. Get you.
Goddamn, gun rage, where you at? Where you is, gun? Oh, he probably had to do his training or whatever.
I gotta go pee.
I just said that. Ha ha ha.
I'm gonna take you with me. I wish it's fucking cold. Go the fuck away. Tell you what.
What about a cold? You have a cold?
Yeah.
I don't know how. There he is.
Yeah.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarrett McKinnon. Yeah. He'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's McKinnon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
21.
They go play action here on first down. Sheds off the tackle. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And that will be caught out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Should have been a touchdown.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Dayon Buchanan in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44
no way. I just heard David
here.
Johnson on this
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Yes. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Rosen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Preston Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'm up 3-0.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
65.
Start numbers, yeah.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And that goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
That's what a cardinal is. It's a Blue Jay, but red.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
I'm streaming my game. I'm watching your game on the phone. Hell yeah. Let's fucking have some football here, folks.
You good?
Oh, right. I got Kenny Stills, too. Face, tits, bulls.
I don't know why Gunray's just paused the game.
He paused it?
Yeah. Well, it was paused for a few seconds.
Oh, yeah, it is
that,
paused.
Yeah. Probably had to
Looks like
make
he's
some
ready.
depth chart changes.
Yeah, right.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Okay. Oh, wow. Computer to,
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
65. Oh, shit. Into the first.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the
I got no more Sean Lee. Taco gets in.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Needs to be done, okay.
Garoppolo on 1st down. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Oh my God, he caught that. Fuck.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Let's get in the game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Garoppolo again.
Oh!
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan.
Did not
and he's
see
able
him.
to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. After the interception, here's Rosen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Navarro Bowman coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
John Lee's spot.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Rosen. Throwing left side, it's complete. There he goes left side.
Dude.
Touchdown. Cardinals.
Well, I'm losing now.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit
Silas,
of
you gotta settle down in
get
there.
them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Man, that butters my biscuits.
The
Gets
kickoff
it.
team on the field
Book
now as
here.
they will
God, I
send
love
this one
having
away.
that. And he's the beast.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. He spins free. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
Oh, my God. Come on now. Come on, man.
Buda Baker with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
This shit is stupid. Motherfucker literally stops on a dime and runs 15 yards the other way to make a perfect pick. Like, come on, Jesus Christ, man.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
65.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And hit behind the line.
Jesus Christ, man.
And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
That's 3 straight fucking turnovers.
So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line.
I'm not
where
even
they'll take over.
Like, I tried to slide and he fucking fumbles instead. Like, what the fuck can I do? Just keep giving him the fucking ball right back.
Let's go. 319.
Following a fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
First hookup, baby.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half.
Down.
A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Right back to him on first down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run with Logan. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
And now it's Rosen looking. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
21.
Toss play to McKinnon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey.
Garoppolo now.
Oh, my God.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
That's a 2, baby. Fuck yeah. Easy tackle.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Green 39! Green 39!
second down. Here's Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Oh my God, I tripped. Fuck you,
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Yeah. Should be some in the cabinet, in the bathroom. All of them?
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run once more with McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10.
65.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Go ahead.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo.
Oh, he dropped it.
The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
Too far.
So out now come the Cardinals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
McKinnon. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Took the lead.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Green, 39. Green.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back now here in Santa Clara. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Gone!
Now Rosen on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Again, it's Rosen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Wow.
Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown
off
on
with his
the
quarterback,
year.
made it
And the
his way
Cardinals
outside
have
of the numbers
taken
and
the
then
lead
threw the
here
ball.
in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Rosen to throw again. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
So now down 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
You see that shit, Sharky?
What's that?
That touchdown run with Dante Pettis I just did.
No, I was.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down.
Oh, it should have been a pig, Foster. God damn it.
That one nearly picked.
Killing me, Smoke.
I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Damn. I think that's exactly true.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that
That's
aside.
like the 3rd or 4th injury
and just
he's
try
had
and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demario Davis able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Now let's go!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. McKinnon fitting in nicely as the feature back in this 49er offense. He's back there again now on first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
21.
Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Garoppolo looking to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. You got the slim lead late.
I tried to throw it away, and the motherfucker picked it off anyway. Are you kidding?
During the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you
Wow.
know, you're in this spot,
Seriously.
why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense. And then at the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. He's back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen,
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Why is it Game of Thrones?
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
He misses it.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
All right, just got to get in the field goal range. I got 35 seconds and 2 timeouts to
run
do
up
it.
and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you
That
out of
was a
bounds.
good one.
Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. That one goes for 24 yards. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Yeah.
You're in field goal range right now. You get the
No, I'm kicking into the wind.
Oh, shit.
That's why I said about another 5-10 yards.
Dude, run right up the middle.
Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw.
No!
And, a crusher
God!
there as it's
That's a miracle!
Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The interception woes,
This
they just
lucky
continue
bitch.
to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit.
That was my fault,
But
though.
as you
I
and
was
I
playing
both
to
know, it's
not lose
always
instead of
just
playing
one
to win.
guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cards, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So look, what's your lead? What's your lead? No line.
I swear, throwing a ball away and the CPU fucking picks it off. Like, I genuinely don't understand. And now I'm firmly in second place in my division. And I'm now 0-6 against Gunrage's faggot ass. Joy of fucking joys.
Oh, you division too?
Yes.